Good morning, good afternoon, good night to everyone who's watching, and welcome back to another video. So many of you guys asked me to make a video on 1:18 scales. I have a few 1:18 scales, but I never got to making some of those videos. But today, because of a Bangalore collector who was kind enough to lend me two of his most prized possessions, lended me two auto arts basically to make a video, and I'm glad to make a video. And since many of you wanted to see a 1:18 on this channel, here's the first model for you guys. Now the auto art, now as you already have seen the title, you know what this car is. So the car that we're going to take a look at today is the Koenigsegg 1. I do not know the price of this, and I'm pretty sure it is going to be quite expensive. So if you want, I think auto art you can find in few of the websites in India. As I know, you can find them in I think Scale Arts. You can find some auto arts. You can find some auto arts, a lot of auto arts in Automania, and Hobby Toys also has some auto arts available there. So these are not my models. These were lent to me by Alvin. He is a collector from Bangalore itself, and he bought these from his place in Muscat. Oh my god, look at it. So he bought it from Muscat, and he would take it to his hometown soon. So before that, he wanted me to make a video on these, so thanks to him. So we'll take a look at the Koenigsegg 1. So let me remove this off the base, and then we will take a closer look at this. So here's the car itself. Oh my god, it actually looks very beautiful. And for you guys to know that this is not a diecast. The Koenigsegg 1 here from Auto Art is not a diecast, it's a composite model. So it is quite light, and that makes it feel like it is delicate. Oh god, that actually moves. Wow. As you see, this is a Koenigsegg 1. Now why is that called 1? So this, you have heard of supercars, you have heard of hypercars. This is a mega car, and I'll tell you why it is called a mega car. So the weight of this car is 1360 kilograms. So it reached that golden ratio of 1:1. In the sense, this makes 1360 PS of power, and it weighs 1360 kilograms. So that is 1 PS of power per kilogram of weight. That is a lot of power. So for people who don't understand the difference between PS and BHP, so basically you multiply 1 PS into 0.98 BHP, that will be your number in BHP. So that is the reason why this is called a 1, is because this is the first mega car, because 1360 PS is equal to 1 megawatts of power. So there is not many cars which can make 1 megawatt of power. That is the reason why this is called a Koenigsegg 1 and not an Agera. Now let's take a look at the car close up, and let's see the detailing on this. Now if you guys have not seen, I had shown a Koenigsegg 1 previously in 1:64 scale from VMB 64. I'll leave a link to that here. Watch that after you watch this video. Here, the front, you have the headlights. You can actually see the lights. You can almost say that the lights will turn on anytime now. It is that well detailed. The carbon fiber wings, the splitter in the front is also completely carbon fiber. The Koenigsegg symbol in the front. Now let's start opening the car. Outside we'll start taking a look at the opening parts itself. Now let's start with the side, with the doors itself. So this one you'll have to pull out like this, and then roll over like this. Damn, that is actually very nice. So I'll take you closer here. Let me just remove the roof also. Yes, the roof removes. It's magnetically clipped here, so the roof does come off, and the roof itself has the carbon fiber, you can say a stripe, a huge stripe in the between. So the entire body is carbon fiber, hence it is able to reach that weight of 1360 kilograms. So the interiors are very nicely detailed. Now from the side you can see the brake calipers, and of course I thought this is a composite model and the wheels would not roll. The wheels actually roll freely. I don't know if it has a suspension too. Okay, not much of a suspension. I guess the real car also does not have too much of a suspension travel. Now let's take a look at the interiors. Gets the bucket seats. The console is very nicely detailed. You can actually see the speedo too. I might have to do a close-up shot on that if you can see all the numbers there. I definitely can't see. The interiors is done. Let's go to the 1360 brake 60 PS of power that is generated by this engine itself. You can see pretty much everything inside this. The suspensions, now I realize why the suspensions would be very hard to make it work in a 1:18 scale or any scaled model for this car, is because the suspensions are not vertical, they are horizontal, so it has that compression which goes sideways. And again, completely carbon fiber inside, beautifully detailed. The strengthening bars, the roll bars, everything is very nicely done. Look at the exhaust, look at that exhaust which is there, the purple tipped exhaust that is given to this car. Amazing model. So let's come to the front. The front also opens. So here's the front itself. Basically nothing. You can't, maybe you can put your underwear and a bunian inside. That's the space you have on the boot. There's nothing else inside. I'm pretty sure it is the intakes. Yes, that is the intakes that is there. You can see the scoops on the bonnet also. Hinges that are actually lifting the bonnet. It is exactly real. In the sense, in the real one you would have a hydraulic or a pneumatic bar here which would actually lift it. I'm pretty sure it's pneumatic, it's not hydraulic, because hydraulic would increase the weight. Now if you see here, when I try to close it, it actually goes inside like a telescope. That's beautiful. That's the level of details that Auto Art goes to. So I wouldn't say everyone can buy an Auto Art. First thing is, it is expensive. Second thing is, if you buy an Auto Art like this, I don't think you would want it to be in a box. So you would need something, some place to display it. But I would recommend every collector to have one. At least buy one Auto Art in 1:18 scale, a car that you actually like. Buy one of those and see the level of detailing, and you will be blown away, because there's no other maker. There are few more makers like Exoto, and you have I think BBS. All these cars are quite expensive when compared to Auto Art. So Auto Art is already expensive. There are some more, maybe even MR Collections make some of 1:18, but again they are very expensive. Then you go to Amalgam. Okay, I'll put that here. I'm not able to pronounce that. That also is quite expensive. So definitely go for an Auto Art. Buy one car in your car for your collection, the car that you like. Just buy one car, take a look at the detailing. You will understand why they cost that much. So that is all I have for this video, guys. Stay tuned. There is another video coming up of another hypercar. So this was one of the hypercar. There was one more hypercar that Albin actually gave me for a video. So we will take a look at that in the next video. Until next time, have a great day ahead. Bye.